Warning: this is a hunting video to share the experience with like-minded people, and animals will be harvested. Do not watch if likely offended.
Last week, Greg got his buck. I said that I would explain why that shot looked very weird when it was fired. I hope you enjoy this week's video and our explanation. Greg was aiming at the shoulder on this deer, and even at full speed you can see that this bolt flew up and then down in an arc like a lame duck pass. It entered between the spine and the shoulder blade, going down and embedding the broadhead in the heart of the deer, which is why we know that the broadhead was not affected by this shot.
Do you reuse your broadheads? We do. Our friend Rich over at Death by Bunjie did one of the greatest tutorials on what you need to do to reuse your broadheads. And I'll include a link in the description below to that video. That was the problem this year, is we skipped that step and didn't prep our equipment before we went out, mainly because Greg has been so ill and I didn't think to check everything over on his assassin and the broadheads and the quiver and all of that. So when we went target shooting, I literally cranked the assassin for him, put in the bolt with the field tip on it, and just handed it to him and actually placed it on the tripod. So all he had to do was hold it and shoot. When we went out to the blind, I was setting up the cameras and Greg cranked up his own assassin and took his broadhead and put it in without checking it. And that's what the problem was here.
The two old guys' broadhead of choice is the Muzzy Trocar HBX. HB stands for hybrid and the X stands for crossbow. This broadhead was recommended to us by our friend Albert over at Bearmaster Outfitters. And if you want a really good bear hunt, Albert's the guy to contact. I will put a link to his website below. This is a never before used Muzzy Trocar HBX broadhead. And as you can see, it has two parts, fixed blades and mechanical blades. This is the broadhead that Greg shot, and you can notice a distinct difference in that this arm is bent right in rather than sticking up like that arm. And it is also slightly bent in an upward angle. During its run, the deer had broken the quill into three separate parts, and that's why when we found the deer, the fletch end was looking like it was laying flat back because it was no longer attached to the broadhead end, which was firmly embedded in the deer's heart. That's our explanation. I hope you enjoyed this week's video of our explanation of why Greg's bolt flew weird. We're trying hard to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this deer season. Please subscribe, give our videos a like, and share them with your friends. Check us out on Rumble. Our intent is to make some Rumble exclusive content. We actually put up a video last week that's Rumble exclusive. We're trying to get our videos up 1 or 2 days before on Rumble than they are on YouTube. So please check us out on Rumble. I'll put a link in the description below. And thank you very much for watching this week's video.